I never expected to make $897,000 selling cheap little ebooks, but I did. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it, and I'm also going to show you how to copy exactly what I done. Who am I? I'm Brandon Belcher. I'm the founder of PLR Hustle. I launched PLR Hustle back in 2020, and I'll tell you this, I never expected for it to do the numbers that it ended up doing. Selling cheap little ebooks is something that's not on most people's radar. Most people are thinking about how to sell a $497 course or get you into a $5,000 mastermind group. But you have people like myself quietly building an empire selling cheap little low-ticket digital products. So if you are somebody that don't have what it takes to sell a $5,000 mastermind, or you're just somebody that don't even want to do that, this is a video that you'll want to watch until the end so you can copy my success and do exactly what I still do to this day. The power of selling cheap digital products is it creates impulse buyers. Now, an impulse buyer is just going to make a purchase without even thinking twice about it. Do you ever be in a grocery store and you just see a pack of gum and you just grab it and purchase it real quick? Well, I can guarantee you if that pack of gum was $5,000, you wouldn't do that. But because it's $2, $3, you just grab it and you make a purchase. That's an impulse buy right there. You're just buying it without even thinking about it. You just see some gum that you want and you make a purchase because it's only $2. So that's how people do with $3 and $4 ebooks, $7 to $10 ebooks. They just purchase them not only because they need the information in it, but because they see the price tag as well. That is extremely powerful online because those ebook sales will add up like crazy. And you have to ask yourself, how many $10 sales would I need to make $100 a day? And that's $3,000 a month. You'll only need about 10 of those sales to make about $3,000 a month. Now, what happens when you get to 30 sales a day? That's $9,000 a month. So as you can see, the money adds up. And that was always my focus with PLR Hustle. What I've done is I started a PLR website, stands for private label rights. So my website allowed people to purchase the digital products, edit and rebrand the digital products, and then resell them as their own. So I was selling directly to other entrepreneurs. So I had a different target audience in mind versus selling directly to consumers, such as people who purchase an Instagram marketing ebook to learn Instagram marketing. No, the people that were buying from me wanted to resell that ebook. Some of them still gained knowledge from the ebooks because they checked them out themselves, but most of them were only focused on adding their brand name, their logo, and all of that, and reselling the ebooks as their own. And that's what made this so powerful, because once I got into promoting, it made it very, very easy. Of course, I had more digital products as well, but ebooks were my main focus because I noticed something. I noticed no matter if I had printable wall art, if I had planners, if I had journals, ebooks always still sold more. People wanted to resell ebooks like crazy, so that was really my main focus. At the end of the day, I end up accumulating 800 plus digital products on PLR Hustle. So the income streams that I had was bananas because I treated each individual product as an individual stream of income. Because whenever I start promoting these digital products, the sky was truly the limit. What did I do? I started creating Pinterest pins for almost every single digital product on the site. So you have to ask yourself, if you have 800 digital products and you create 10 Pinterest pins per product, what do you think 8,000 pins are going to do for your sales? I'll just let you do the math on that. I'll let you think about that, because if you do simple math, you'll know that it's nearly impossible for 8,000 pins to not gain you hundreds of thousands of organic visitors via Pinterest. What about when you build an Instagram quote page around digital products like this? That's another thing that I did. I started building PLR Hustle day one. I ended up gaining about 10,000 followers in 28 days by paying other quote pages to post my page in order to gain followers, of course. Now, when those followers came to check out my Instagram account, a lot of them clicked the link in the bio. And what was the link? The link to my PLR Hustle store. So as you can see, what I personally done and what I still do today is I create a website that sells products. Most of the time, it's gonna always be digital products when it comes to me because that's what I focus on. And then I like to call what I do next the spiderweb effect. I start building a web of traffic around those digital products. And whenever I do that, the sales literally start rolling in. The web looks like this. I build the Pinterest pins over here. And after I have so many Pinterest pins built, I simply create an Instagram theme page around those digital products. So when I have a theme page and I'm gaining new followers every single day, and I have hundreds, if not thousands, of Pinterest pins that I hired somebody on Fiverr for next to nothing to create for me, those two things are gonna click together and start gaining a lot of organic traffic. It's not hard whatsoever to make a lot of money online. You just have to be willing to put in the work. Now, I heard this saying years ago, if you do what you say you're gonna do, you will be successful. If you want to make $1 million online, you have to reverse engineer that. Because I can tell you right now from all of my success, me personally, I will simply say, what does it look like to turn PLR Hustle, or I can just make up a name right now. What does it look like to turn this brand into a $30,000 a month business? And then I'll start reverse engineering that. Usually starting with stuff like Pinterest and Instagram because these are visual platforms. I need an Instagram quote page that's going to gain 50 to 100 new followers every single day. And I need at least 1,000 pins. Now these 1,000 pins over here are going to gain a lot of organic traffic, and 10 of those pins I'm going to boost via paid ads. And I'm only going to boost it $3 a day to see what works. Now when I have all of these pins over here, and when I have this quote page over here growing like crazy, people clicking a link in the bio, and all I'm doing is using ChatGPT to generate quotes for the page. And while I'm generating quotes for the page, I'm only paying a quote page that got 100,000 followers already, $50 a post. They're sending me hundreds and sometimes thousands of followers. I'm gaining new followers. I'm getting sales. I use that profit to buy more posts, and then I gain new followers. I get more sales. I use that profit to buy 10, 20, 30 more posts, and it's a flywheel that works just like that. And over here on Pinterest, I'm basically doing the very same thing, but the only thing I'm doing over here is creating more pins and boosting more ads, only $3 a day. As you can see, if you want to make some serious money online, reverse engineer everything that you are doing. I love to create digital product websites and digital stores that are going to make me a lot of money, that are designed to make me a lot of money. So when I say that I made $897,000 selling cheap little ebooks, to be honest with you, I made way more than that. That was only one store right there. So this same strategy and this same method have made me millions of dollars. And it still makes me a ton of money today. So if you are somebody that really want to hit the ground running, I really challenge you to do this yourself. You want to focus on something that people don't care to buy like crazy. Don't think about how can you resell or sell a $497 course if you've never made $100,000 online. Because I can promise you, if you're selling ebooks and even printable wall art and even digital stickers, if you're selling these items from $3 to $27 a pop, you can make $100,000 a year or even a month online. This girl named Maria, I forgot her last name. You may know her here on YouTube. Her name is Maria. Last name start with a W. I can't even pronounce it. But she make $500,000 a month by doing this very thing. She sell a $27 item and she make over $500,000 every single month by doing this. So the sky's truly the limit with how much you can make with low ticket digital products, but most gurus are out here telling you the only way to make real money is high ticket, high ticket, high ticket. But me personally, I've made multiple millions selling low ticket digital products, and you can do the very same. You just have to know that, and you just have to put in the work. Now, if you are somebody that want to copy this strategy, you want to do exactly what I do now to this day, and you want to follow this exact blueprint, I have a link in the description of this video that's going to allow you to clone this store for next to nothing. So you can do this the easy way, or you can simply do it the way you want to do it. Now, if you don't want to do it the easy way, I'll tell you the harder way. The harder way, of course, is going ahead and creating a digital product store on a site like Selfie, or you can create it on Shopify, or you can create a site on Wix. And what you want to do is you want to start generating digital products or hiring somebody to write ebooks, and you want to start uploading those products to your store. Now with AI, you can generate printable wall art like crazy nowadays. But if you want ebooks, you still got to write those because AI is not going to write you really valuable ebooks. I've tried it 1,000 times and it doesn't come out how I want it to. But you want to accumulate ebooks and also stuff like printable wall art and planners. Now, in planners, you can use Canva to create planners. But at the end of the day, what you want to do is you want to launch with at least 50 high quality digital products, and you want to use my spider web effect after you have at least 50 digital products that you can load onto a site and start selling immediately. This isn't impossible, this isn't hard. This is something that anybody can implement, because I don't care if it's some grandma running around here or some 17-year-old kid. Anybody's gonna spend $4.99 on a planner that they may want or need or want to resell. Anybody's gonna spend $7.99 on an ebook that they may want to resell. And whenever they gain access to that ebook, they can resell that for $10 1,000 times. So imagine you selling somebody an $8 ebook, all they paid you was $8, and they sell it 1,000 times at $10 a pop. Well, they make $10,000 off of something they paid $8 for. So if you go to PLR route, it's extremely powerful. But of course, you can sell directly to consumers, of course, as well, that want to just absorb the information. They have no interest in reselling it. They just want to soak up the information and call it a day. No matter which way you take it, you can also make a lot of money selling cheap little ebooks as well. I wanted to make this video to let you know that people are misleading you right now. So many of these people on YouTube are misleading you. They're telling you to sell these high ticket digital products, but if you've never made $30, $40, $50,000 online, good luck, because it's most likely not going to work. Focus on selling some low ticket stuff, hit $100,000, and then keep growing from there. So it's not impossible to live a life of freedom. You just have to follow blueprints that's already working and that have a lower barrier to entry. So what it's time for now, it's time for you to go out there, build your digital product store, or hit the link in the bio to copy my store. Go ahead and hit it with the spider web effect, build yourself a 6-figure income, and enjoy life.